Hello everyone, it is me, Dragon Saint Friend Local Dragon VTuber streamer, and we're back again with another Pokemon video this week, but this time around, we're going to be covering the latest Legends ZA trailer that was shown off at the Nintendo Direct yesterday, and just some of the other more notable leaks, rumors, and whatnot that were kind of released, giant quotations released, talked about, and whatnot from throughout this week. And some of the other Pokemon related stuff like this TCG Pocket, Pokemon Go, and just kind of give my own little thoughts and just what I think of the new rumors and whatnot that's been kind of talked about. So if you like this video and there's kind of some of the topics that we talk about, don't forget to leave a like, comment, sub, and all that good stuff, and let's dive right on into it. So the first thing that I want to kind of talk about regarding Pokemon Go is that they have finally announced the day for April's Community Day, which is going to be your favorite little snow cone, Vanillite. So it's going to be on a Sunday, the 27th, from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. your local time, which, for anyone that doesn't know what a shiny Vanillite looks like, instead of it being like light crystal blue right here, it's now in red. And it actually looks really good as far as like shinies go, because it's actually really noticeable when you go to encounter the shiny for it. So here we have like the typical stuff like double candy, double XP, 3-hour lure modules, and take a snapshot, get go pop up. You know, you get some nice stuff from the day, which, since it is on a Sunday, if you do have to work that day like I do, you can either try and take some time off, go and do the community day if you're able to do it, or you might do what I do sometimes and work and play at the same time. But of course, don't get in trouble because of that. Just play responsibly like you normally would always do. But, which honestly, I'm actually kind of surprised that they chose Vanillite for April. Because, like, if anything, I think it would have made more sense to do it in, like, May or June. You know, just have it like, hey, it's summertime. How about an ice cream? But I can see why they're doing it in April. Because the spring, better get this out of the way. Because they're going to have, like, another Community Day Classic in May. And then a new one, which is probably going to be... because we just had a Fuecoco, so we're probably gonna have Waxley in June, and then whatever classic either that same month or in July. But yeah, so Vanillite, shiny, Pokemon Go, really good. I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. But I'll try and get some shinies myself, so we'll see how that's gonna go. And then some of the other things that they did also show off and announce is that they're gonna have another like a few day event, essentially just kind of over the weekend, to go from the 9th to the 14th, which is going to be a Wednesday to a Monday. So it's gonna happen for about 5 days, and you know, Gossifleur and Eldegoss will be making their debut into Pokemon Go. So it'll be just like nice dex filler, if anything else. We'll also get, you know, baby Pokemon to hatch and eggs, which typical egg stuff. But now they're going to be having Remoraid as a wild encounter, and since right now they have the all bug out event going on, I think the bug out event is going to end like just before this is happening. So I don't know if it's going to carry over per se. Try and look really quick. I know they announced it, but it's probably gonna end like just before. But even then, so we're gonna have, you know, wild encounters for just like a 12-hour span, like a 24-hour span. So we'll get Meryl, Lotad, Ducklet will now be a shiny. Jupiter will be a shiny. Remoraid will have a more increased chance to be shiny, along with Fletching, which kind of weird to have Fletching have a increased shiny chance, considering that they're probably gonna be doing like a classic day for it, probably sometime this year, if anything. So it's a little weird in my opinion. So I don't know why they're doing it, but hey, if you couldn't do the community day before and you don't want to wait for the classic day to come back around at some point, here's your chance to get a shiny. Or if you get lucky, you might get a shiny Lapras encounter. Which, I'm not really that worried about it because I already have a shiny Lapras in Pokemon Go from when they had the Lapras raid day like a couple, like 2-3 years ago. Or something like that. It was like maybe like 4 or 5 years ago at this point. So, hey, here's your chance to get some nice encounters to fill out your shiny decks for Pokemon Go. And then lastly, they did announce the Tyrogue Hatch Day on April 6th, which I believe is not next Friday, but the first Sunday of April. So if you want to get yourself a shiny Tyrogue, maybe get shiny Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, Hitmontop, just make sure that their respective stats are where you want them to be, and then you can get your shiny Tyrogue line. So good luck if you're gonna do it, which again it is on a Sunday, which again I will be at work, so I'm not gonna be too upset about it. So it is what it is, but good luck if you are gonna go do it. And then next we have from Cerebi, the official name and date for the next Pokemon TCG set is Destined Rivals. So it's gonna have like Team Rocket, trainer like specific names on some cards, which I remember them doing this like many years ago. So it's actually kind of refreshing to have that come back around. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. I might get some myself, do some pack openings on stream like I did before. So you know, maybe we'll do something else. And then of course they also do tweet out the Pokemon Go stuff, some other stuff, so about Pokemon Horizons for Netflix. And then, of course, the TCG Pocket new pack has been released, which is the Shining Revelry, which I did some polls the other day, and got some decent polls, including my own shiny Varoom, which actually looks so good. The shiny cards in this actually look really good. So I'll probably pop it up on the screen here, like so y'all can see what it looks like. It looks so good. Which, unfortunately, the only way you'll be able to get the shiny card, really, is if it has a special border and you can do difficult swap the side to see if it have it or not. I'm just hoping to get a Lucario at some point, because that's my favorite, one of my favorite shinies, so hopefully we'll get that lucky. And then, of course, I have the Shiny Mewtwo EX, which apparently you can only get if you buy the bundle in the shop, which, you know, it is what it is. I don't know if I'll buy it or not, because it's probably going to be there for a while, so plenty of time. And then, of course, the Legends ZA trailer, which we'll talk about that here in a little bit. Got shown off the Nintendo Direct yesterday, which I watched the video of it because I missed it. And, you know, most of the games that they announced in it were pretty good. But I was kind of hoping that they would show off, or at least have something for Pokemon in it, and boy, did they not disappoint. So, some new Megas and whatnot. They even have the new Nintendo Today app they can try and get right now, I believe. So it'll work pretty much the same way as like any other like calendar app, where it's just like it'll notify you if something is gonna happen, like with like Garvey or another new Nintendo Direct or whatever is gonna be coming out. So you get a lot more of a heads up. You get a lot sooner, which I might get it myself. But I like to be surprised when they announce like a random date for a Direct or a Pokemon Presents at some point. Just be like, hey, here it is. Ta-da! So, that was also announced. And then, of course, last but not least, Terra Raids and Pokemon Scarlet Violet is gonna have the 7-star T-Tar, Ghost Terra, which is going on right now until the 30th, which is, I believe, a Sunday. Yeah, it's gonna be going for the whole weekend, and it's gonna be 2 parts. So I have the first run this weekend, and then I'll come back around next weekend. But next weekend is also gonna have the Blissey Terra raids like they did before. Have that come back around, so you get a bunch of candies. Probably get a lot of Urban Mysticas and whatnot from all that stuff. And level up some Mons and attempt to get your own T-Tar with the special title, ribbon, whatever the hell it's called. It's kind of like what they do with all of the starters in Scarvy, so be the first of many of the pseudo legendaries that they're going to be doing for the next like few months or so. So I'll probably do it myself off, in my own free time. Might do some solo attempts on the stream, if anything, if I'm lucky enough to do it. So that's from everything from Servi, and then of course comes the leak coming in a hot from Central Leaks, and also corroborated by a bunch of other leakers as well. So in addition to having like a mega victory bell, there's gonna be a lot of different mega evolutions in Legends ZA, supposedly. And apparently at first it was gonna have like 30 something megas, but then it got cut down to 27. And then they're like, hey, we're actually wrong. It's actually not gonna have 27, it's actually gonna be 26. Because apparently the Mega Zera Aura is not gonna be happening, which I know a lot of people, especially from the the Terra Leak or whatever it happened like way before, said that there was gonna be a Mega Zygarde, Mega Zera Aura, but apparently Mega Zera Aura is not gonna be happening, which I kind of suspected it wasn't gonna be a real thing, only because Zera Aura already looks good as is and already has like really good stats, so it's like I kind of don't see why it would need a Mega Evolution, but you know, they did it with Diancie, and so it's like, why not? Why not have another Mega for this awesome Mon that's gonna be really, really good? Make it even more busted. So, it is a little sad, but, you know, it is what it is. But, then we go here on the r/BooketLeaks subreddit. They do talk about a lot of Pokemon that are now going to be added into ZA, which is a big list. So in the trailer itself, they finally show off the good old legendary elemental monkeys from Gen 5. You know, the whole Panseer, Panpour, and Sage, Simipour, Simisage, Simisear, and all that stuff. And now officially, we're gonna have a lot in this game. So as you can see here in this big list, we got some of the starters, we got some of the Mega Evolutions, we got Zygarde at the bottom, and I, for one, am already happy with like some of the mons that are already in the game. Like Ampharos is, I'm already good with that being in the game. The Cario's in the game, I'm totally happy with that. But apparently, they also did announce that the new Megas are going to be including Mega Victreebel and Mega Excadrill. And of course, Mega Zygarde, so no Mega Zeraora. But apparently Clefable, Starmie, Dragonite, the starters, Frostless, Golipede, I believe it is, Crafty, Chandelure, the Gen 6 starters have new Mega Evolutions, Iroar, Dragalge, Eternal Floette apparently is going to have a Mega Evolution, which I would feel like it would need to evolve into something else to get a Mega, but even then, would be pretty cool. I can never remember this name of this mon, but that was going to Mega Drampa, and of course Mega Phalanx, which I'm not quite sure how a Mega Phalanx would look or operate, but maybe it'll look cool. Who knows? And then of course lastly is apparently the professor that's gonna be in Legends Z8 isn't gonna be Sycamore, but apparently it's gonna be another professor, but not Sycamore, which, considering it's in Kalos, especially in Lumios, where we're gonna be going to his lab anyway, it would make more sense to have Sycamore, but again, he could be like on his own little research trip to whoever, and someone else could be filling in for him in the meantime as like a assistant, which again will also be kind of weird if he's not in his own lab. But why not just have like Dexio or whoever like from X and Y be the assistant, since they were already helping him before? So it is a little weird that he's not gonna be in it, but who knows? Maybe it'll be like a relative or someone else that's like, hey, I'm come to fill in for him in the meantime while he does whatever. Which would still be okay. Alright, and then last but not least, the Pokemon Legends Z trailer also shown off at the Direct, which even from the get-go, they already showed off what legend, what Mega Evolutions were going to be returning. So first we have Mega Salamence returning. Then we have Altaria, which is probably gonna we'll have Mega Altaria back in. Mega Pinsir will probably be in it. Then they showed off Mega Gallade. We've got Mega Gengar. That was also shown off just right there. Mega Kangaskhan is also gonna be probably returning. And then they also showed off Houndoom. I always get the two mixed up. Right there, so we can speculate that Mega Houndoom is going to be returning as well. Okay, Gyarados is also there. And then, of course, like I said earlier, they do have the 3 Elemental Monkeys returning. And at Legends ZA, so... I, for one, am actually kind of happy that they're bringing them back. Because, like, they haven't been in any of them for, like, a really, really long time. And I think since probably Gen 7. You could bring them over, like, into Alola. But after that, it's like, they just weren't in any of the games after. So, finally having them back is really, really good, and we'll have all of the evolutions. We kind of already knew that. But then, they showed off more of, like, the wild zones of the city. And of course we got Slowbro coming back, probably Slowking as well. We got Starmie in the background. And then they showed off nighttime Lumiose City. But the fact that they're having a little twist on it where it's like during the daytime you can catch Pokemon, walk around the city, whatever. But then as soon as night comes around, it's, hey, it's battle time. And then you get to battle various trainers at nighttime. And apparently it's called the ZA Royale. So the more you battle, apparently the more you can get your ranking to go up. Starting at apparently Z. And then going all the way up to A. And just like in classic, you know, Pokemon battles, like you lock eyes, you battle. But they have this new mechanic right here where if you sneak up on someone, you gain an advantage and you have to go first, do more damage. Which kind of has the whole like incentivize of trying to sneak around at nighttime so you can gain an advantage, deal more damage so you don't lose, and you have a better chance of winning. And then just like what they showed off before, we're like moving around and whatnot, like you can use moves creatively. So like if you're about to get hit like right here with Diggersby, you can dig, go under a move, and then come back up and deal more damage. And then, of course, they finally showed off Mega Alakazam. And, of course, we assume since the Gardevoir is right there, we'll have Mega Gardevoir. And, again, so right here is what I was talking about with the whole ranking system. Goes from Z up to A. And apparently, if you get to rank A, apparently you get to have a wish fulfilled. So it's probably going to have something to do with the main story of, you know, why is Zygarde might be in the city, what's going on with like Quasarco, because apparently like there's some speculation that Quasarco is gonna be like not the villain, but like something to do with like the story plot of like they want to do something but it goes wrong, and so you have to solve like the problem in the city, before Zygarde just destroys the entire Kalos region. So you get Zygarde right there. And then apparently another thing that they also talk about, which I forgot to show it, but I'll probably have it on screen right here. But apparently you can do these little mini quests thing to have a better chance of increasing your ranking. So you can go through the ranks a lot faster, be promoted a lot sooner, and honestly, I kind of like that, considering it changes things up. So if you really want to go through like ranking super quick and just do more battling, you can do that more quickly. So I kind of like that mechanic to throw in with the whole like move right now as you battle. It's really cool, and I hope that's like the one mechanic that they keep moving on and slightly improve on, because you know it's gonna be rough at first, but hopefully over time it gets much better. So it's been a very crazy week as far as like leaks, rumors, and whatnot goes. So all in all, it was a really good week for Pokemon as far as like leaks go. But my overall thoughts as far as like the rumors or whatnot for like the potential megas for ZA, I really don't see half of them being added in, because like a good quarter of them are Gen 1. Because we have apparently Mega Clefable, Victory Bell, Starmie, and they have like more returning Gen 1 mons. But I will say, getting a Mega Exeggutor and even like apparently a Mega Electros will be really cool, because like Electros already has a really good ability. So if they give it a Mega Evolution, like what ability are they going to give it? Will it still have Levitate, or really slap on like a Flying type to go with the Electric? That way it'll have another ability to make it even more awesome to use. So I'm actually going to be quite interested to see what other leaks and rumors are going to be releasing as like the days goes on, the date gets closer for the release date of the game, and all that other good stuff. So I'm gonna be looking out for more information on that stuff, kind of give my thoughts on it, and just kind of give like a weekly video of like my thoughts on like the leaks and rumors of the week. Just kind of make it easier with my schedule. So yeah. So do believe that's gonna be everything for this video. So again, do let me know what your thoughts are on the potential leaks, rumors, and whatnot that have been announced this week. And did you enjoy the direct as well? Were you happy with it? Were you kind of let down by some of the stuff they showed off? Or are you still waiting for the Switch 2 direct that's going to be happening next week? So I'm looking forward to it. So again, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, sub, and all that good stuff. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode or next video. Bye.